Hey Aquarius, this is Tina with 85th House Vibrations. Thank you guys for tuning in. I know for those of you who are returning, thanks for coming back, and for those of you who are new, thanks for giving this video a chance. All of the returners, I know that you guys are probably used to seeing the This Just In segment, but I have retired that segment. Put the boom track in. But you know, like I told Pisces, there's so much more to life than just love and relationships. There's so many other things to talk about, and I know not as many people tune into general readings, but it doesn't negate the fact that we have to talk about generalities from time to time. These things need to be discussed. Okay. This is for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising. This is a general reading, very general. It will not resonate with everybody. I'm using the Everyday Witch Tarot. And let's go ahead and get started. The first card we have, Aquarius, is the King of Swords reversed. Wow. Like Pisces, the court card that came up for Pisces was the King of Cups reversed. King of Cups reversed is a Pisces card. The King of Aquarius, or at least from where I stand, is an Aquarius card. So it's like these readings are starting out the gate true to it. So okay, we got the King of Swords reversed, Aquarius, which is generally Gemini, Libra, or your own sign. It doesn't have to be, but it's going to be somebody who works with intellect rather than emotion, or rather than with movement, who is more of a thinker than a producer as far as material things. Producers are earth signs, movement is fire signs, and of course feeling are the water signs. We have got the Empress in the upright. It's a Venus card. This is about beauty and nurturing. You know, if you can look here, she's pregnant. And this doesn't have to be about giving birth to a physical baby. This is giving birth to a particular idea. You know, it's about new projects, new things that you have thought about in your head, and now you are ready to make them tangible. Here's that earth that I just talked about that is missing from the air signs. And the last card is the Page of Cups reversed. Here's that water. This is going to be Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. And it doesn't have to be that particular sign. It could be on the rising or the moon, or it could be somebody who's emotional, intuitive. In this case, maybe not so much. They fall in that category, but for whatever reason it's not coming off right. All right, so we have two reversed court cards and one major arcana. The major arcana being the Empress taking up the middle. She's the third major arcana, and like I said, she is in fact a producer. She gives birth to things. She nurtures herself and others. Her self-care is impeccable. She knows how to work with others. She knows how to celebrate with others. You know, she's had her heart broken a time or two, but it has made her the person she is. We've all had our heart broken a time or two, but it's made her strong. She keeps it pushing no matter what. And she keeps on cranking out, whether it's babies, whether it's projects, whether it's, you know, new ideas or ways to be. She keeps putting it out, and she's always very fruitful when she does it. Now we got the King of Swords reversed. This is, you know, when I see this guy, this is somebody who defines his worth by his intelligence, and he may not know a damn thing. He thinks he does, but he really don't know crap, and that's how everybody sees him. This is the boss that everybody hates. You know, he's arrogant, and you know, he wants to throw all of these useless facts and figures at you. Shit that just don't mean nothing to you. Now, Aquarius, if this is you, I'm not calling you out. But, I mean, I'm just talking about the energies of the card. You know, they say it's not about what you know, it's about who you know. So in this case, whatever the King of Swords think he knows, it really doesn't mean a lot right now. There is somebody who is uh, you think somebody thinks they know something, but here's somebody who's able to make it happen. And then we've got this somebody who, the Page of Cups reversed, he's immature when it comes to his emotions. If he has discovered the fact that he's intuitive, he doesn't know how to use it, or he may be using his intuitive qualities for things that they aren't to be used for. The thing about it is, if we just depend on these three cards, even though these two are in the reverse and they're not living their best life in this situation, shit still gets done. There's no doubt about that. The Empress is not there for nothing. Somebody still ends up looking right and tight. I mean, is it going to be worth it in the end? I don't know. Now, this could be somebody, too, who is doing all the work, is making things happen, and then you've got somebody who's, you know, talking in your ear, and they don't know what they're talking about because they are emotionally immature. Now, again, this doesn't have to be you, Aquarius. This could be somebody that you're dealing with. I feel like I'm talking in circles, so let's clarify what the King of Swords is up to. Talking a lot. This came up for Pisces too. This is a bunch of energy, information coming in very, very quickly, and this is where you have to you've got to move quickly, but you've got to make a educated decision as you're moving. A decision is made, but I wouldn't say that it was very educated. You know, I see the King of Swords reversed as having manipulated somebody who is very emotionally immature into producing something for them. Talking fast and furious, throwing all the information that this... I got to stop doing this because that triggers people when I keep moving the cards. Maybe throwing a bunch of information, talking real fast and even kind of reckless to somebody who doesn't really know any better. You know, they're not mature enough to even know who they are, let alone process a bunch of information coming from the king, no less. This is information that sounds good, even if it isn't to this person. At this point in the game, this is a stage of development as well as a person. You know, the court cards are that they're stages of developments, and the pages are the least experienced. And this person hadn't been out there enough. Their canvas is blank. They're looking at this canvas and they're trying to figure out what to create. You've got somebody telling you, the King of Swords is telling the Page of Cups what to create, and it gets created, but I don't know if it's the best ideas that's coming from the King of Swords. You got to watch this King of Swords. Aquarius, if this is you, you got to be conscious of what you're doing, because you are leaving an impression on a young mind who hasn't had an opportunity to make an impression for himself or for herself. At the end of the day, like I said, things still get done. Let's see what's going on here. And I forgot to show you guys, this is the deck that I'm using as a clarifier. It's the little Waite Pocket Tarot. And I'd already shuffled it, and I'm sorry you didn't see that on camera, but let's go ahead and pull another card for the Emperor. Oh, okay. You know, this is where... you know what? I gotta say, I'm seeing this thing where, like, there's an older guy who got a younger girl pregnant. She's pregnant. This is the 9 of Cups. 9 cups, 9 months, giving birth, completeness. And, you know, no matter who you are, more often than not, if you have a baby, you feel very happy and complete with it. So I did want to throw that out there. But I do feel like if this is the case, this is a young girl who got fast talked by the King of Swords. But, you know, I can't deny the fact that Something is being produced despite the fact I don't trust this guy. I just don't. I don't trust that guy. And you know, for the month of August though, whatever it is that he's trying to do, he gets it done well. And it looks like for the moment it benefits everybody, but I don't trust this guy. He wouldn't be, I don't know. I don't trust this dude. Let's pull one more card. See where we are on time. We are at 10 minutes, and in the last video I think it cut me off at 15. I don't know how to use this software yet. Let's pull one more card and see what we got. We got the Ace of Swords. The ideas are just flowing. You know, honestly, this is not a bad reading. I just don't trust this guy. These are new thoughts, new ideas. This is cutting through the bullshit. Okay, so let's say he's not a bad guy. Let's just say that he's really, really set in the ways that he thinks. I just feel like whoever the King of Swords is, they have got to be careful. Maybe this is not intentional. But I just feel like that they are. I feel like the King of Swords is preying on a young, impressionable mind. Somebody who hadn't had a chance to get out there and experience things for themselves. And here this guy comes in, and everything that he says, everything that he thinks, every idea that he has is going to sound like perfection to the underdeveloped soul. Or maybe I shouldn't say soul, because, you know, the soul is a very complex and, you know, pretty well developed thing. The soul always comes back looking for something, which is why we reincarnate if you believe in that kind of thing. But in this life, in this particular body, in this particular vessel, this person is not experienced enough to think and feel for themselves. So I just feel like the King of Swords maybe knows this. It looks like everybody gets what they want, because really this is not a bad thing to have the Page of Cups reversed. It's just a little compromise because, like I said, his canvas is blank. He or she hadn't had a chance to get out there and have the experiences that they need in order to put something down on paper. It's all brand new to them. And then you've got this person who's been out here in the world, who has seen it and done it and learned it. This guy has forgotten more in a day than this person has learned all their life. So I think that's a little bit, it's imbalanced. It's imbalanced. Look here, King of Swords. Just don't hurt this baby. That's all I have to say. Whoever the King of Swords is, King of Swords, don't you hurt this baby. Don't you do something strange to this baby and have this baby regret it later. But in the month of August, it's really all good. You're a fast talker, sir. Don't use it for evil. That's all I have to say for the King of Swords. And that's the way that I see it. If anybody would like to get a personal reading with me, my email address is in the description box below. I would love it if you would contact me. We can talk more. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. It helps me out a lot. It's kind of hard to get views with the algorithm the way that it is on YouTube. I know you all have heard it before, but you know, it would help me a great deal if you guys leave a comment and subscribe. Thanks, and I hope to talk to you again next month.